Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Drago and welcome back to my Bloodborne Platinum Trophy guide. As you can see, tonight we're starting off in a Nightmare of Mensis, and before we go through this area, just want to go over some of the things you might want to have just for this area. You definitely want to have something to protect you from frenzy. So I have Deep Sea Rune, which you can find in Forbidden Woods, that gives you additional 200 points to frenzy resistance. I also have Lake Rune to increase the physical damage reduction, and you don't necessarily need to have that one. And as well as the arcane damage reduction rune. Those aren't necessary, but I do highly recommend having something to defend you against frenzy, as well as having some armor that has pretty decent frenzy resistance. That's going to be highly recommended. Now for the beginning part of this area, I'm just gonna do a couple of suicide runs possibly to pick up some of the items located around here. There's going to be another rune. Although it's not going to be as powerful as the one we picked up in Bergenworth, and a couple of bloodstone chunks. So let's go ahead, and I'm just going to go ahead and sprint through most of this area. As you can see, I'm already under attack from the Brain of Mensis. That's what's causing this frenzy buildup. We'll deal with it a little bit later, but for now I'm just gonna go ahead and pick up a couple of things here. If you want to fight enemies here, do keep in mind that the Brain of Mensis will still attack you. Pick up some blood vials. These Loran Dark Beasts, they deal a lot of damage, but they're also very vulnerable to fire. So if you do want to kill them, make sure you have something that has fire damage. It's even worth it to... Oh. And I think I'm gonna bite it here. There's a titanite chunk right there, which is what I want to get. Well, let's see if I'll be able to, and I was able to pick it up. Let's see if I can get the titanite, I mean the bloodstone chunk. I keep saying titanite, but the bloodstone chunk that's located in this corner here as well. And once you pick it up, you can just go ahead and make your way up to the castle. And once you get into the castle, you'll be safe from the Loran Dark Beasts and from the Lost Giant Children, which are the Yeti-like enemies. So now we're just gonna go ahead, and since there is a sinister lady here, we're gonna go ahead and take her out. Pick up King Coldblood. And now these spiders here, you don't necessarily need to kill them. However, in the next area there will be a bridge with an NPC hunter, so who you'll probably have to fight. So I like to kill these guys. Pick up some Madman's Knowledge. Just so I don't have to deal with the spiders and the hunter NPC at the same time. At least you need to kill the smaller ones. The bigger spider can get through the door, and if you want to kill him, you can do so. However, keep in mind that he or she does not drop anything of importance. So usually I just deal with the smaller spiders, and I guess live and let live when it comes to the bigger one. You can lure them by shooting them or by throwing something at them, so you can, that way you can deal them one by one. And these spiders, they won't drop down unless you run directly underneath them. So you can actually just and that up getting caught by a little by surprise here. Yeah, they actually won't attack you until you drop down and kind of position yourself next to them, so to speak. But of course you can make them drop down by just attacking them, which is what I prefer to do. Alright, and I think we've taken out all the spiders in this area, so I'm just gonna go ahead and drop down, pick up the item here. I think it's the shaman bone. And I'm just ignoring the big spider here. This hunter dude, he is more of an arcane build, so he uses Ludwig and Rosmarinus. Very easy to pair and riposte, and as you saw me do with the hunter that Eileen was fighting against, you can also use poison knives with great effect. And had some unfortunate trade-offs here. For these NPC hunters, if I'm using a purely physical build, I like using Kirkhammer or Ludwig Sword in its normal mode, just because of the easy stun lock. Okay, now when you arrive at this area, go ahead and take a left first. There will be an item in the chest. These Murgo's attendant, which are little dwarf-like guys, they're not hostile, except for the ones near the staircase, which I'll show you guys in just a second here. But first, let's go ahead and activate a shortcut. So as you can see, these guys are not attacking me at the moment. So I'm just going to go ahead and activate a shortcut here. And there's going to be a couple of shortcuts in this area actually. And there's also a lantern here as well, so make sure you light it. That way you don't have to deal with the lost giant children and the Loran dark beasts that are on the way from the first lantern to the castle. Check the passageway on the right for some beast blood pellets. And now before you walk downstairs, the enemies near this mirror here are actually gonna go hostile as soon as you walk down the stairs. So I prefer to take them out. As you can see right here, they're weak against thrust damage, so if you have any kind of weapon that does thrust attacks, like the Ludwig's Holy Blade, Kirkhammer in its normal mode, Threaded Cane, Saw Spear, those are all really good against it. So also Reiter Palash, of course. And pick up blue elixir here. Now these large Murgo's attendants are very easy to parry, so that's going to be my recommended way of dealing with them. Pick up Madman's Knowledge. And another Murgo's, large Murgo's attendant waits ahead. So I'm just going to draw him out because on my right side there is a number of these other Murgo's attendants. So alright, there we go. Finally got him. It was giving me the business before. Alright, so now there will be a number of Murgo's smaller attendants here. These inflict rapid poison on you. So try to deal them one by one. Use the cages here for cover. For smaller enemies, they actually do surprisingly high amount of damage. And now that we've cleared out this area, we can pick up another item in the corner here. This will be lead elixir. I never even use it because of penalty against movement. But I know it's pretty rare to come by, so might as well pick it up. Some pretty creative enemy design here. You get dogs with bird heads and birds with dog heads. So this is where things start going pretty crazy. Over here, notice this cage. You can actually make a jump into it or fail like I do here. It usually takes me a few tries. As I mentioned before, I tend to struggle against any kind of jump or ledges in Souls game. Just make sure you don't fall off the ledge, which almost happened to me here, and hopefully... Oh my god. Oh, okay, well, I suppose you can just roll in. So you pick up a tempering gem here, which gives you 12.6% boost to physical attack. Pretty nice if you ask me, so it's, I think it might actually be better than the couple of gems I have on my weapon right now. And kill a couple of these bird dogs, or whatever the hell they are. Pick up an additional bloodstone chunk. And King Coldblood as well. Now, up ahead there will be a boss fight. But before we go there, I'm just going to go ahead and take the elevator down. This is the second shortcut, and it will... lead us directly to the area where the first shortcut was, so right next to the lantern. And I'm gonna stop here. In the next video we're gonna kill Mikolash, host of the nightmare. In the meantime, thank you very much for watching and have a great day. I will see you soon.